Alrighty.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks for joining me, buddy.
It stinks in here.
Does it?
It smells.
Is it not you?
It's not me. No, I smell outside when I walked in here and I opened the trash bag by your stairs.
Why did you open the trash bag?
Because it smelled bad.
The trash bag? So you opened it?
Bobby, there were like 100 tampons.
Oh, well, that's a community trash bin. So
It's disgusting.
I'm sorry. I don't know.
How many people need to go through 100 tampons, something like that?
How, did you count them?
Yeah, counting them.
Okay. Well, that's.
I mean, I had to kind of eye it after the first 60.
Yeah,
I was like, this looks like it's almost another half of that.
Well, that's still tampons.
A little bit more.
Still tampons. Okay.
I mean, that's a lot of tampons. That's a lot of cotton.
Yeah. Well, maybe close the bag back up.
Where do they make tampons, Bobby?
Am I gonna go outside and out front? There's gonna be like 100 tampons thrown out.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not. Well, no. I'm trying to find my Pikachu still.
Oh, your pocket Pikachu.
Oh, yeah, I thought I heard it.
You thought you heard your pocket Pikachu?
When I was outside, I thought I heard it. Maybe it was in a trash bag.
Okay. Did you find it?
No. That's why I went through all those tampons.
Maybe time to just get another pocket Pikachu. And you can probably find them on eBay.
I mean, Joe broke one.
You know Joe broke one?
Yeah.
Did you steal John?
No, I thought it's underage and nothing.
Did you steal his dog, John St. John?
Who?
John St. John.
John
My
what?
neighbor. You know, Donna's boyfriend.
St. John?
Doesn't sound familiar to you?
Doesn't ring a bell.
Doesn't ring a bell.
No.
Okay, well.
I didn't take no dog, Bobby.
Okay.
But I did lose a Pikachu. And your stairs look like they have eczema.
It's disgusting.
Well,
it's a great image you've put in our listeners' minds right before we start.
Are we recording?
Yeah, we've been recording.
Oh, yeah.
Unfortunately, that's how we got to start it.
Hi.
Hey, everybody. Episode 53, we missed you.
Yeah.
Everybody's been really busy. It's been hard to get you and Donna wrangled up.
Well, I'm considering some legal actions.
Against?
And I didn't want to talk about this in the airs. But against Donna, that ungrateful bitch. I fear for my safety sometimes with the way that she talks to me.
What are you talking about? How does she talk to you?
Bobby, let's not start trying to trash light, okay?
Trash light?
We know.
You mean gaslight?
No, Gesundheit.
Thank you.
We know that there is a lot of animosity from Donna because I've turned down her romantic advances.
I don't think anybody knows that.
And she is using her wily Venusian Jessica Rabbit with Down syndrome ways.
I don't know how the last part was
To
appealing.
somehow breed this Gon St. John into a super soldier of anti-Teddy malevolence. And don't you think that's a little strange? Have someone brainwash a man to completely hate me and steal my pocket Pikachus?
I don't think you know that he stole your pocket Pikachu.
Mommy, I heard it in the trash bag of tampons.
Why didn't you get it?
Because I went on there, which means it's close by. It was somewhere to go. So
Can we start the episode and we can worry about you?
yes,
Donna
please
shit
go
after?
ahead and fucking do your job.
Well, we actually got a lovers episode here.
Oh,
we got a
I
short
love
episode. We're gonna do a quick little update, and it's gonna be on Jackie Dilson, the former girlfriend of Chris Wolf.
Yes.
The reporter who was accused of murder in the Ramsey's book, The Death of Innocence.
Show a picture of her. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mayonnaise heiress to the stars. Jackie Wilson. Jackie Dilson's War.
Who doesn't like mayonnaise? That's white.
Who doesn't like Philip Seymour Hoffman and Julia Roberts and Tom Hanks and
Okay, wait. Julia Roberts and Tom Hanks, fine. All right, don't you dare put Philip Seymour Hoffman in the mayo category. That is a Chipotle aioli right there, okay?
You're right. He shouldn't be in the Mayo category. Because he never went to the Mayo Clinic.
Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying he had demons.
Yeah, he did.
Bobby, he died.
I know.
Okay. Just put some respect on Philip Demographic name.
Can we get back to talking about the episode? Okay.
I'm Teddy, Ronald Reagan.
No.
Oh, God damn it.
We also got some fan mail. We got to prime them. We got to excite them for what's coming.
Ooh, we got to fluff them. Let me squeeze your dick.
Nope.
Stop talking about fluffing dicks, Bobby.
Are you finished?
I'm sorry.
Are you finished?
Yeah, I'm just stressed.
Yeah, I don't care.
You'll forgive me.
So we
right?
got fan mail coming up too.
Right.
Really exciting episode. Yeah, I forgive you, buddy. All right. So hey, you guys ready? Let's get started.
We got fan mail.
Yeah,
really exciting episode.
Now you're going back.
We're talking about Jackie Wilson and Chris Wolf.
And we got some special guests, Teddy.
Who?
I had some special guests when you weren't here.
Oh, that's news to me, and I'm thrilled. Let's start the episode.
All right. Well, hey, I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And I'm Teddy Ronald Reagan Dismeckia.
Oh, shit, Donna's
that
there.
fucking bitch.
All right, I'll do the in this. Okay.
Are you going to do it? I don't get to do it.
Okay, you can do it.
I don't want to do it. I don't want to do it.
You got to do it now. All right. Well, hey, I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And I'm Teddy Ronald Reagan Dismeckia. And this is Charlie
JonBenet
Wilson's war.
Today. Did you
I'm
say
sorry,
Charlie
Bobby.
Wilson's war?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. Phil Muhammad Mayo and Dougie Dilson tampon bag. I'm so sorry.
That's a great movie. All right, let's try it again.
Okay.
Well, hey, I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And I'm Teddy Ronald Reagan Dismeckier.
And this is
JonBenet Today.
All right. Well, I think it's time to do a little fan mail, Teddy, because we've gotten some nice stuff recently.
Yeah, let's get started. I don't like it when we talk and you don't record.
We're recording.
Well, I know, but we just wasn't recorded for a while.
Oh,
now.
yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah,
Wasting my
he's just
time.
playing on his phone.
Yeah, I mean, this is the thing. People think that Bobby and I are like the best friends. And once upon a time, that was true.
Mm-hmm. And now it's a point where I was trying to talk to him, and he's just holding up one finger while still staring at his phone. Mm-hmm. And he didn't put it down for 3 minutes until I was like, can we just record? And you're like, yes.
Yeah, no, it's starting to cramp. That's why I put the other finger up.
So, hey, you want to hear from our fans? Let's do some fan mail.
Yeah, we still got fans.
They're still holding on.
Well, I'm surprised because I haven't been hearing nothing from no fans. Well, maybe because we haven't done the fan mail. Let's do fan mail, Bobby.
Okay, we'll just do it.
Okay, go ahead. Fan mail.
So much mail.
All right. What up, fans, guys? How you day?
Oh, man. So we got Sky R3R commenting on episode 49. Says 3 minutes into this and shutting it down. What a childish, unfunny set of adults acting like 5-year-olds.
Oh. Oh. Well.
Thoughts?
That was really a constructive criticism, and I'm really grateful. Every bit of feedback we get from the people who choose to patronize our program is helpful in developing us and helping us learn. And I think that you are a roadkill, toadstool, piece of cancerous English fucking meat buffoon, and I fucking hate you.
Okay.
And I hope you hear the 3 minutes of me giving you unvisceral, mitigated hate, because I can't stand you, and your opinion's wrong.
They'll probably stop listening, so I don't know.
I just get so mad at these people who don't believe in America, they don't believe in freedom, they don't believe in JonBenet. And I'm intolerant to it. All right, what's the next piece, Bobby?
Well, we have Tanya Richardson, 8265.
Tanya.
She commented on our Patsy Ramsey radio play.
She did.
Yeah, she said, shocked more people don't listen. They are missing out. In 2 days, I've binged 11 episodes of your silliness, with some facts thrown in and well-deserved accusations towards the suspects. Have recommended you to 5 people already. Can't wait to catch up completely. Heart emoji.
Bitch! She's a roadkill toadstool!
No. This one's a good one.
Oh.
This one's a good one. See?
Oh, thank you, Natasha Richardson.
Now, Tanya Richardson.
Tanya Richardson.
Yeah,
That's real
so much.
sweet.
Thank you so much. And you know what? 5 people. She recommended it to 5 people.
5 people? See, if everybody recommended it to 5 people, and those 5 people recommended 5 people, and those 5 people recommended 5 people, we'll have more money than Teslas.
It's like chainmail or a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
But good.
But it's a good pyramid scheme.
It's a good pyramid scheme.
I mean, you like pyramids, don't you? Then stop acting like they're all horrible schemes. You got a scheme to make a pyramid.
Oh, she's from the UK.
Oh, I'm so sorry I said that bad stuff about UK food.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, well, she wrote on a episode 3 Biden ransom note. UK here. It took 3 episodes to understand you both. Still don't think I do, but I know it's funny.
And she's great.
E4 is here, commented on our Gary Oliva episode, the last episode. He said, I consider Gary Oliva to be a phenomenon in this case. It's fascinating to look into, just like John Mike Carr. I don't think Gary's involved at all, but it's how he's constantly touted as a suspect by other people, even after being cleared, that's interesting. It's hilarious that he still hangs out with his supposed friend Michael Vale, who he knows has been trying to pin the murder on him, that's a good point.
Yeah,
it's so weird that he keeps letting him... Like that footage that we showed in the last episode in the hotel room, that was after Gary was out.
Yeah, it's kind of like people have these, unhealthy attachments to, other people who aren't necessarily good for them in their life, but that's all they know.
Right. He says that he could record him confessing again and it wouldn't make a difference since he can't be tied to the crime scene. Although since Josh said everyone's back on the table, maybe we're going to have another round of re-clears. Love the episode.
Oh, Evo, he's so smart and he does analysis. He's a good fan.
He's a great fan. We love Evo. And he's a Patreon. He's one of our producers.
Yeah, are you a Patreon?
Which you can go to, patreon.com/JonBenet today. You get some extra bonuses, access to all Teddy's music, and our back archive of our old podcast, Binford Buddies.
With the Z. Binford Buddies with a Z.
With a Z.
Which is still to this day the greatest home improvement podcast that's ever existed. Despite what anyone, including Wind Dancers, may say.
Unceremoniously removed from the internet.
By the production company Wind Dancers.
You can't just apparently do a podcast where you're talking while the episode's playing. We didn't know that, but you can on Patreon. So you can see all the ones that were removed and, get some insight into us.
Yeah, I mean, don't you care about us? Are you just going to keep hearing us recommend this and you're not going to do nothing? Just like your mother used to cry at night while you were yucking it up in your 20s, doing drugs and having sex with men who never called you back.
What? Who are you talking about?
I'm just talking about people's character development as they get older and they mature and they realize that the parents were right and we're like the parents. I'm like a mom, you're like a dad.
Thirsting for more. Oh, I get it. Now I see it. Thurston.
Oh, Thurston for
more. They wrote, this is so deep. I'm starting to entertain JB was a trans kid in a pageant.
Oh, wow.
Nothing in that clip that we showed would suggest that. I'm not sure where they got that theory.
There's no trains.
Trans kid. Like a trans.
Like in a trance.
I think they thought that JB was a trans kid in a pageant. I don't get it. Like it was really a boy, I think.
I was more of a Barney kid.
Thirsting for more, we would love for you to elaborate. I am thirsting for more info on what made you say that.
Yeah. Very clever username. Very clever.
Somebody on a Chris Wolf episode 18. That's Marie 39999. Wow, y'all's lisp is eek. I can't with all this.
Can't with all white.
I think just listening to us.
So she can't.
I don't know. It's like I don't have a lisp.
Fans,
you don't got a lisp.
No, I got no lisp.
You got a lot wrong with you, but I don't think a lisp is one.
I need our fans to complete their thought before they write the sentence down. Because you're writing and then you just stop it.
And he gets confused easily.
I mean, when I get confused, I get aggressive. I get mad. I'm pissed, Bobby.
I could see that.
Give me another fan mail. Hit me.
Okay.
Hit me.
All right.
Oh, okay.
People, Burke did not do it. Please grasp the reality of this case. If anything, Burke is a victim of abuse himself, and he was a witness. By the way, read documents. That was from Jack Sizzle 8937. By the way, read documents.
Read documents. You don't think I know how to read? Bobby reads.
I do.
Bobby reads the documents and tells me about them. You don't know the format by now? Then you need to shut up.
Jesus.
I'm sorry, Bobby.
Adam Muncie 8475 wrote on the clip that we have up of John saying that he didn't talk to Burke about that night. He goes, he never spoke to his son about it. LMAO. Yeah, okay, Dad.
You see that? He's called you Dad, Bobby.
Oh. No, that's not me. CME 127 wrote on the Biden ransom note episode just yesterday, actually. I haven't laughed this hard in 2 years.
Oh,
2 years.
They're laughing.
They very much remember this, like the last time they laughed that hard.
It's been 2 years.
We brought them joy.
We're joining them. That's so happy for me, Bobby. And I love that. They should go. Hey.
Yeah.
What's her name?
Huh?
What's her name?
CME 127.
CME 127. I just want you to know that my heart hasn't pitted and padded as hard as it is now. My heart has a boner for you.
That's sweet.
In a metaphorical platonic sense, where I don't want to have sex with. My heart doesn't want to have sex with you.
A platonic heart boner?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's, blood flows to all different corners and the extremities of every organ, Bobby.
I think you're just
and every
having a heart
organ.
attack.
You never had a piece of steak that had a little gristle, a little fat, ding dangling on the end of it. The heart's got that too, and that's called the penis.
Nope.
And it can get high.
Nope.
When you've got high cholesterol and you're pumping extra blood.
Yeah.
And I'm just saying that I can really feel my heart beating really hard right now.
Thank you. Yeah, I think that's really sweet.
I'm starting to get really dizzy.
Okay, yep. Chill out.
I'm getting some pocket ham. Where's my pocket ham? Where's Donna?
Donna's not here, buddy. Come on.
Fuck that fucking bitch. I hate her.
I'm so sorry.
Okay.
NGC Cat's Eye wrote on the Burke episode 6. You remind me of the cartoon Bob's Burger. Teddy sounds like Francine. You sound like Francine, I guess.
Who's Francine?
I think it's the mom on the show.
That's Linda.
Oh.
I've seen Bob Burger.
Who's Francine then?
Francine, she's not in that. They're stupid.
Huh.
I don't mean to call you no stupid idiot, but What the fuck are you talking about?
I'm sorry. All right, well.
Bobby, can we get some better fan mail?
Yeah, well, here we got a good one from somebody who finally binged the entire thing in a very short time, it seems like that. Ariana27749. She wrote, well, I've officially binged your entire podcast. What a journey.
Wow.
I hope you never stop making these. Thank you for your thorough research and for making me laugh out loud. Have you delved into any tarot readings on here about the case? There are only a handful I trust who I've had personal readings from, and I think they're very close to the truth. Based on those and every suspect rabbit hole I've been down, I believe John was complicit in some illegal activity and possibly allowing someone to sell inappropriate photos of JonBenet. According to these readings, there was a third party in the house that night, similar to the friendly intruder theory, but not a child. A man who had an inappropriate connection to JonBenet. Jar, her family friend, and something went too far and she was accidentally killed. They know about John's shady business activity and hence the blackmail. I don't think Burke did it. I used to firmly believe he did, but I do think he witnessed something. So they do bring up an interesting point, though.
Oh, what's that point?
We never thought about doing any tarot readings on the case.
A tarot reading?
A tarot reading, yeah. I got us a deck. I got us a deck of tarot cards.
What is a tarot deck?
It's like, you know, you read the future, like a fortune teller. Like a gypsy.
Oh, I know gypsies.
Yeah, kind of like a gypsy with a
Bobby,
ball.
when I lived in
think we can say that.
Saskatchewan, we lived with a bunch of gypsies.
I don't think we can say that. I think it's Romani or something.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is Romani. If you're Romani American. But I can call myself a gypsy. You can't use that word.
Oh, okay, my bad.
Yeah. But
Fortune teller.
thank you.
Yeah, but with the tarot cards. So that's it for fan mail. If you want to wrap it up, I think we're gonna bust out the tarot deck and let's do a tarot reading.
You got a tarot card there?
Yeah, buddy.
And a gypsy?
No. We're gonna be the gypsies.
What?
Yeah.
I'm not being no stinking gypsy.
You just said you were a gypsy anyways.
I am a gypsy.
All right, well, let's get out the deck.
All right.
Okay, Teddy and I have been. We got the instructions. We got this cards out. I think we figured out the rules.
These cards got pictures.
Yeah, no, that's the point, buddy. We already got past that. That was like 5 minutes ago. Come on.
Okay, well, how many do I get? How many you get? What did it say? I can't remember reading.
No, that's not. We don't. It's not a game. We're not passing them back and forth.
Oh, all
We're
right.
gonna split them. I think. Right? Remember?
Wait, let me look.
I think we draw. Okay, you draw 3 of them. I think.
Oh,
and then
okay.
like at random, I think you got to cut the deck.
It's like Uno's, but there's no reverse.
It doesn't matter how good or bad you are at tarot, guys. If you ask it the right question, whatever 3 cards you pull, that'll tell you the story.
What's the question we're pulling? Question asking.
Who killed JonBenet?
Oh,
That's the question of the podcast.
I forgot.
Jesus Christ.
I'm being disrespected right now.
No.
Are you
remember-
disrespecting me?
Look, hey, you wanted to call it Teddy's Tarot Corner, so we're going to do a whole song for you. And if we're going to do that, then, you got to take control of this, all right?
Play the song.
I
feel I'm in a much better mood.
Yeah.
I think it's just all of this pent up anger and fear from my life that I have directed at our former co-host, Donna.
She's still on the show.
She's not on the show, no. And her brothel stooge.
Brothel Stooge? Is that John St. John?
John. Yeah.
John St. John. Not John.
Yeah, and so I just can I ask it how they're gonna die?
No. Don't waste our quote. Well, it's not like genies. I think, we have the deck now. But
All
can we do the
right.
JonBenet one?
Yeah, fine. We can ask it who killed
We're
JonBenet.
doing a live JonBenet tarot card reading for Teddy's Tarot Corner.
Teddy's Tarot Corner.
Did we draw 3 though? Is that right?
I don't know. I'm just gonna split it.
Okay.
And we're gonna just pull from one of these cards.
Pull from one.
These are 3 cards.
Just one at a time? All right.
we're gonna do one at a
Teddy's
time.
now split it up into 3 decks. He's pulling the top one off one.
Ooh.
The sun.
The sun in reverse.
It's interesting. That looks like
And
her
on
on
that-
that card.
Yeah,
It's a
on-
little baby riding a horse.
It's a little white blonde girl who's naked, riding a horse.
And the sun's behind her.
And so I think that little naked blonde girl, that's John Ramsey. No, I think it's JonBenet Ramsey.
No. We have the guide. Are you just going to free do it?
Well, yeah, I mean, I just want to look at it.
Okay. So we got the sun.
We got the sun, we got this big cloth and this horse, and it's almost like
A baby's riding on. It looks like a baby in heaven, and you got the sun behind it.
Yeah.
Kinda. The sunflowers. Mm-hmm. Interesting.
and it's really beautiful and like a triumphant kind of moment, and also almost just like the sun is like a spotlight, and it's like illuminating, like, oh, here's the center of your world,
He's
of
drawing
your
the second
universe.
card.
Oh.
The Wheel of Fortune.
Wheel of Fortune.
We have more golden heaven looking things.
Lots of gold and lots of heaven. Wheel of Fortune Bobbies. That's like, I mean,
look at the devil at
you
the
buy
bottom.
a vowel and
Look
stuff
at
like
the devil
that.
at the bottom.
Yeah, there's all the different creatures and griffins and things. And the devil's there. And you go through like, the wheel turns and your fortunes change. And this sun upside down, this is very much like, it's in reverse, which means like it might be a little more like introspective.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
And the final card.
And the final card is what's that number? Is that like a 29?
That's a 6.
6. That's a 6.
Is it pentagrams?
6 of pentagrams, 6 of discs.
Interesting. And we have this. We have
like-
these people kneeling before this man.
And he's got like the scales, almost like scales of justice.
Oh, he is.
And he's putting money into their hands.
Interesting.
And so let's look at the book, Bobby, and we can both read it together.
Okay,
With the
okay.
same word at the same time.
Reading's not your strong suit.
It's a suit. So it says the sun card
Is
is
a sound out.
a symbol of optimism, success, and good health.
There you go.
It often corresponds to a successful
Accomplishment.
I can do it.
Can you do it? Okay, but can you do it all in one?
Accomplishment and the good feelings that come from it.
Okay.
If one is going through a difficult time, it's a sign that things about to get better. And a sign encourages sharing your good energy with others.
Okay.
That's a good card when it's right side up.
Yeah, so when it's upside down, what does it mean?
Then that might mean that you maybe are not having currently optimism and good health and success. But maybe that you can create...
Well, the success is bad.
Yeah.
Success that you got was bad.
Yeah. And then let's look up here.
These are very interesting 3 cards.
Yeah. When we look at the Wheel of Fortune card, we can see with that one, and I can do this.
Okay, you can read it.
I can read it. The Wheel of Fortune reminds us that life is always in flux.
Okay.
There are many symbols on this card representative of dozens of life cycles we experience. It's an aspect of Wheel of Fortune that foretells good luck and success, often when the querent is making good decisions anyway. The Wheel of Fortune encourages optimism and faith the universe will grant a good outcome. The universe is unpredictable and sometimes chaotic, but will take care of us if we're open to it.
And in context of us asking this question, it's almost like, to me, it comes across as like an accident or something along those lines.
Yeah, it kind of across that means to me too. And let's look at this last card real quick.
The 6 of, what is that? 6 of pentagrams?
The 6 of pentagrams. The 6 implies generosity due to financial security. There's a sense of balance, equilibrium, and with wealth and appreciation of status.
Interesting.
Which we know with the Ramses that there was so much appreciation and wealth that came with.
Yeah, you see the guy
status.
holding a scale of justice in one hand, and in the other hand, he's giving money.
And it's almost like he's buying justice.
Exactly.
And then that's almost like how the fortunes are turning, and it's creating that security. And I kind of almost see it as it's creating its own network of revenue by being able to massage this, then it creates this, then you use that to invest in this, which massages this and creates this,
Sure.
And when we look back at this sun card in reverse, because I've really been thinking about it all since we doing it.
Yeah, it's the only one upside down.
Because it's usually really positive, but when it's reverse, its meaning shifts, Bobby.
Okay.
And even though it's more tends to be optimistic, it's still talking about like things like temporary delays and setbacks. It's like that happiness or success, it's within reach, but it's been delayed. But also that there's maybe a lack of clarity or confidence. There could be confusion or lack of direction. And this is also something I really want to talk about, just because there's a case with a little bit of child. Okay. Is that this can also refer to inner child wounds.
Interesting.
Where sometimes unresolved conflicts from childhood or need to reconnect with your inner joy and playfulness is what's called for. And, not to mention things like being overwhelmed or burnt out and maybe even being misaligned from your goals. If your goal is to make your child famous, this is almost like a horrible way in which they were able to do that. Or maybe this was the prophecy. This wheel of fortune, this success and stability that they would receive was always going to be at the hands of their child, JonBenet.
Interesting.
But they thought it was going to be through a more direct, entertainment approach, when really it became this new pseudo, quasi, nonfiction, fiction web of true crime and public engagement, phenomena, like a supernova exploding, and the Ramseys kind of riding it. So what this spread tells me is that they definitely benefited from a cover-up.
Or they were able to purchase a cover-up.
They were able to purchase a cover-up. They were able to make lemonade out of a molehill. Mm-hmm. Yeah. And they were really able to make the most of it. Mm-hmm. And it just, and I think it kind of provided some opportunities for them that they didn't have beforehand. But
it doesn't tell us who killed her.
I don't think it necessarily says who killed her, but maybe in a way.
I feel like it kind of does. I mean, I feel like also somebody could interpret that in the same way that last comment that we got about it was. Mm-hmm. Where it was saying John was involved in some sort of enterprise that was selling stuff. Mm-hmm. And that ended up being,
I mean, you see all these things in the sky. What does that remind you of? That reminds you of an aerospace company.
Interesting. And there's a snake in there and the devil and all this. Again, but the whole... Yeah.
And
I think it could be saying it was an accident though, too.
Yeah.
And then the parents covered it up.
Mm-hmm. And they made and it created an opportunities for them. Mm-hmm. And when we look at this case too, so specifically, status was everything with regards to the benefit of the doubt that people would give the Ramseys, and also just how they could manipulate others, and because people had, kind of like a hero worship of celebrities or powerful people in their vicinities. Mm-hmm. And then, and they still do it to this day, but back then it was much more, there was much more mystique when you were in the company of someone from another class. You didn't even know if they pooped like you poop. Now we know everything about each other.
Well,
but now I know, it's like, okay, all right, I get hemorrhoids, you get hemorrhoids, stop making fun of me for getting hemorrhoids. We all get them.
I disagree. I feel like people have gotten further away from being into image related, or people understanding like the image of something is not the reality.
That's what I'm saying, Bobby. But back then they didn't. They thought that was the reality. And
I think that people still do that. You still see people on Instagram doing these influencer lives, and it's like, doesn't necessarily mean they're happy. You're just seeing the happy moments,
Yeah, but I think more people are understandables today.
That's fair. Okay.
That they know that person gets unhappy sometimes.
That's fair.
But back in the 90s, people would go to a conference that they looked forward to for months to hear one person's success story on a stage and hear them speak and, get the opportunity to shake their hand one time. And they would act like that person's poop, smelled like peppermint or pine cones, or something fragrant and beautiful, and doesn't smell as bad as whatever Donna's flopping out of her distended fucking into the toilet.
I don't know when it has to go back to her.
It's disgusting.
Okay, that's fair.
Is she pooping out of pussy? I'm seriously asking.
I don't. How would I know?
I don't know. She's here all the time.
I don't think that those things are connected. So
I have an Apple Tracker thing.
On what?
On her.
Okay.
In her.
Oh.
And she is always over here, Bobby.
Mm-hmm. No, she's always at John St. John's.
What?
He lives above us. You know this.
Oh, fuck. Are they there right now?
Probably, yeah.
All right. Well, I think we got to wrap this up.
All
right. This was a fun time.
It was really good. You did that was surprisingly good for the Tarot Corner. And by the way, we're not done with the episode yet. So.
Oh, all right.
And don't worry about it, buddy, because they were already here. We did a special interview with both of them.
Without me?
I tried to get you here.
Oh, yeah, I didn't want to come.
Yeah, once you found out John St. John was going to be here, for some reason you didn't want to be here.
But I do want to hear it.
Yeah, well, we're going to hear it.
What did they say? They talk about me?
Huh?
They talked
about you a little bit.
Son of a god fucking
JonBenet today. Merch alert. That's right, guys. We're in the t-shirt business now. And while we can't promise these aren't necessarily made in sweatshops, we can promise that if you go and buy some merch, we'll eventually be able to afford to move out of a supplier that possibly uses sweatshops. Not saying that they do. They probably don't. Ignore all of this. We got a Bobby, Teddy, and Donna shirt. We got the JonBenet today title shirt and sweatshirt and coffee mug. We got your puffy pussy slippers. That was really, Teddy very much wanted to do that, so we're doing it. Your Binford Buddy hat. Your JonBenet today. Never forget 9/11 memorial t-shirts. and your Dr. Albertson's Pill Mill and Chicken Wing Dispensary shirt. Check it out now, guys. Link in description. We love you. Back to the show. All right, well, before we hear from our two lovers...
Thank you for this beet milk, Bobby.
That's just milk.
Well, you had the beets here, too.
You put my beets in your milk.
I put it in the milk. It's good for me. It helps me with my antihistamines.
Oh. Okay. Okay. Wow, you really faced that.
There's a leaf.
Are you supposed to, I was gonna say, you're supposed to leave the beet in the bottom still? All right.
Give me that.
Okay.
Give me that.
You good?
Man, it still never gets easier.
All right. Well, for our main story, again, we're going to talk about Jackie Dilson and Chris Wolf, the lovers' quarrel that's currently going on.
Yeah.
He said, she said.
She said, yep.
She said, you murdered JonBenet. He said, I didn't, and I still love you.
Yeah.
So,
tale as old as crime.
Tale as old as crime. Well, hey, they've been making the rounds now because Jackie Dilson, again, we talked about in the last episode, she's got her new book, The Unheard Call.
Which has nothing to do with mayonnaise.
Nope, nothing to do with mayonnaise.
She looks like she eats mayonnaise.
It's just all about, accusing him of the murder. And we talked about in the last episode, E4 is here, our great producer.
Yeah.
He actually read the whole book. And
yes, he did.
Broke it down really great for us.
Yes, he did. He broke it down and talked about it and pointed out a lot of the holes in her story.
In her story that she didn't initially give to police. So it's worth a listen if you haven't. But we also got Jacqueline Dilson out in the news now. Wow. The Daily Mail and Chris Wolf. So we're going to hear from both of them. And let's take a look, Teddy.
Play a clip, Bobby.
My name is Jacqueline Dilson Brungart, and I am basically, I don't know if you call it the ex-girlfriend. Chris and I were dating for a while. At the time of the murder, we were just friends. And we continued our friendship until I left Boulder in 1999. Chris is the man that I believe killed JonBenet Ramsey. Chris lived in my home at the time of the murder, in my business in my home. It was called Dakota Ranch and Resort. And I saw significant changes in his behavior. And when the murder actually came out, the things that he started talking to me about led me to believe by December 31st that he was the killer. I heard the shower running about 5, it was dark. I just looked out the window and it was dark. And I heard the shower running and I thought, well, this is unusual because usually he's definitely an early riser and he would get up and he'd go to the coffee shop, but not at this hour. This was really unusually early. And so he came into the room with his dirty clothes on. So I don't know where, I never didn't wake up and not see him. I'm not claiming he left that night. I can't claim any of that. I fell asleep. I never heard anything until 5:30 in the morning. I never even went to the bathroom that night because I think I was just so tired. It was Christmas.
Is this their music? That is their music.
Oh my God. What the fuck is she on? She seems, I hate to judge a book by its cover, but that is the first thing I see.
What? She's on something?
Her cover is just that,
Oh, yeah, I like how she's backtracking.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you did it. I was asleep, but the shower was running.
She seems, she's super fidgety. She even, she was stuttering trying to say her own name. And
whoever did the audio mixing at the Daily Mail, by the way, her audio is way too low and the background music is way too high and doesn't fit the mood at all.
No. I'm like, this is not some Martin Scorsese movie about the fucking Catholic Church in the Amazonian rainforest, okay?
I don't know. It seems like they're playing music like when your dementia grandmother is explaining and like the main character's realizing, oh no, she has dementia as she continues to babble on.
Yeah. It's like your grandparents' 60th wedding anniversary and you gotta cut the tension out of the video of grandma basically admitting that the first date was her husband raping her. And it's like, oh God, play some Mandy Moore. Play Candy.
Play Candy by me. I don't know if that hit at all.
That's not the right moment. Put some inserts of grandma sucking on a sucker.
All right, let's do a couple more minutes of this lady.
All of a sudden I came in and he had his had his same clothes on, which he wore a lot, his navy blue cotton sweater and his jeans. But
What the fuck? I mean, she can't even talk about no jeans.
Look at it. You said you want to suck on these.
Oh my God, that is that's a striking resemblance to my great grandmother.
Your great grandmother.
Yeah, yeah. She actually used to terrorize the deer in the forest. They were scared of her, and they had reason to be, because she wasn't just about killing them; she was about making them suffer.
Jesus Christ.
It was sad.
Okay.
I mean, I'm talking about hours of just deers being
Slaughtered?
just their skin being peeled off.
How did she get so many deers?
She would take one's eye out and make it look at itself.
Anywho, back to Grandma Jackie.
he had a line of dirt underneath his navy blue cotton sweater here, and a line of dirt underneath both of his knees. And I said, Chris, your clothes are dirty. And that's not usually something that I don't usually do that, but it was just, he had taken a shower, and now he's coming out with the same clothes he had on that were dirty, that was just so not of his character. And when I noticed, and he looked at me and goes, no, I've got one more day's worth of wearing them. And I went, oh, okay. And it was like, okay. I said, where are you going this early? And he said, I'm going to the coffee shop. I said, is it even open? I mean, I can remember this like it was yesterday. And this, every word. And I said, okay. And he said, I'll just see you later. I said, okay. So he left. He went out the sliding glass doors of this very large room we were in. And he usually would park his car there, right there. But in the month of December, he had parked his car all the way around. It was a huge parking lot. It could hold 50 cars in the parking lot. So anyway, he walks out of the room, and he turns on the lights of the car. And now the car is right by the door again. And I hadn't gone back to sleep yet, and I went, oh, so after 30 days, since the 1st of December, he was parking his car where I couldn't see it. Now all of a sudden it's right next to the door where, it was fine to park it right there. It was driveway. Okay, so now he leaves, and he comes back about, I'd say about, I don't know, this is confusion in my mind. I'd say 8:30, 9 o'clock, and I was upstairs in the Dakota kitchen. And he came in the front door, which never comes in the front door. He was always coming in the back door, which was right by the kitchen. But anyway, he comes in the front door, and he grabs my arm, and he drags me across the restaurant, down the stairs, and then there was a pool room here, and then you go down another stairs to the conference room. He's got my arm. I said, you're hurting me. Let me go. You're hurting my arm. You're hurting me. And he was, his eyes were completely gone. They were frantic, out to lunch. And he drags me all the way down the hall into back to the storeroom where we were staying. And he starts talking to me about the mother on the hill while he's jumping around. Now he's 6'2". I don't know how much he weighed, but he was a tall man, and he was leaping in the room, telling me that the mother on the hill is going to go to prison because he's got a computer company. Because he's selling computers, and he's killing, participating in the murders of women and children in foreign countries.
So,
wow.
Yeah. She said this before about how they've talked about he was always like John, he was against John Ramsey and that.
Yeah, that's good woman.
Not since this Daily Mail stuff have I seen them reference it as the hill when they keep saying the motherfucker on the hill, which I find is interesting because the Daily Mail goes the neighborhood that he lived in was referenced as the hill. I don't think that's true.
No,
there's a place. It's called Sunset Boulevard in Boulder, where I've looked, and it's a literal hill.
It's on the hill looking down at everybody.
Yeah, and it was there when the Ramseys was there. So I always found it interesting that they didn't live in this very affluent neighborhood. But so To me, that shows that he doesn't even actually.
I remember that, Bobby, because it was a stark poetic image. The idea of there's the peoples of the haves of the haves of the haves and have-nots who live on the top of the hill
overlooking the city.
all of Boulder,
Sunset Boulevard.
But then there is the Ramseys affluent in their own sense, but
living in a campus neighborhood.
Yeah,
like not even on a prominent point. Like it's
not on the hill.
It's not a hill.
Not on Sunset.
Not a hill. Not from what I've seen.
And then now we've got this lady who she's doing her best, but she now she's referencing Chris Wolf talking about somebody on the hill with a tech company, and he's complicit in the killing of women and children in other countries.
And she's saying he's going to go to jail supposedly for the murder. I can't do much more of her, but
no, she's terrible.
This will be edited for you guys.
But he's not telling me this. This isn't just a conversation between two people. This is behavior was so erratic. And it wasn't like my son, when my son became schizophrenic and he would start to go to psychosis. This wasn't psychosis. This was a very clear belief. I can't, and I'm getting older, and I cannot, I can't let it go, because it isn't like I read something about it and I made an opinion up.
Yeah, she can't.
Jesus.
She can't.
Well, you did, but yeah. So, what do you think, Teddy?
God, you know,
I think she loves him. I
mean, she remembered those details pretty clearly, and I think she almost romanticized it. I mean, when she said, you know, he was a tall man.
6'2".
6'2".
I saw a nipple get hard.
Yeah, you know, I saw some things happen and some movement.
But how do you write a whole book off that? Because I imagine that's how the meeting with the ghostwriter went, where it's just like, what the fuck? Okay.
Yeah. He was in the driveway in a spot where he never was, but people can park there. And then oh God.
But for a whole month he didn't park there.
And I'm not saying.
Yeah, I'm not saying he did it, but I will in my book.
But I think that she was killed by him.
Yeah, and then I would even go on into 2001 and do this whole huge campaign where she publishes these flyers that have his handwriting on it, and it's like, hey, I think he did it.
I mean, clearly life has been very hard on her. Maybe she shouldn't have been having a fluid ounce or for like a cup of mayonnaise a day.
Yeah, I don't think she's eating mayonnaise. You're
Bobby,
just assuming that one.
Sometimes some people, they have to take so many pills, they have to have mayonnaise.
Right. Well, hey, we're going to hear from Chris Wolf too. But he does point out an interesting thing that he thinks a lot of this is because she was mad he broke up with her.
No.
And we always have just talked that it was like, oh, it was his girlfriend at the time.
Yeah.
But even she references they were just friends.
Oh.
We had dated, but at this point we were just friends. So maybe there is some truth to the whole he broke up with her kind of thing.
Maybe.
Which, by the way, I found out they met where he was a male stripper.
What?
At a party, which I thought was just absolutely hilarious.
He was a stripper who delivered mail?
Huh?
A male stripper?
No, like he goes to places to strip. You know, like a bachelorette party. Shaking your ding dong, you know?
A what?
Women. What? Women, you know, they hire male strippers. You know how like there's a strip club for men where there's women? They don't have that for men.
Stripper
They just
club.
come to your house.
People getting naked for money?
Yikes. Yeah.
I never heard nothing like that.
Excuse me. So we heard from Jackie. Okay?
We heard
she
from
said.
Jackie.
Now let's hear the he said, okay?
I had absolutely nothing at all to do with the murder of JonBenet Ramsey. I've never harmed any child in any way, ever. I never even heard of JonBenet Ramsey till the day after Christmas when she was all over the news because she was apparently had been kidnapped. As far as Jackie Dilson, I don't know exactly if she really believes all of this or not that she's claiming about me. I think there's a number of things going on. I think Jackie has claimed to be a sexually abused child, and I always believed her, and I think she really was. I think that when I sort of reacted sort of cynically to the news, all the hysteria around JonBenet Ramsey that I woke up to on the day after Christmas, I was shocked by the hysteria. I didn't know. A lot of people in Boulder sort of knew who JonBenet Ramsey was. I had no idea who she was. I had never heard of her. And so it was just seemed like a lot of hysteria, and I didn't understand really what it was all about. And at first it was just a kidnapping, and then it became a murder. And I think I didn't seem sympathetic, I guess, to Jackie, not to mention the fact that we were in the process, in the very, very last stages of a breakup. I think the main reason it wasn't working is because I was incapable of really making a good living. And I think she was angry with me and resentful toward me about wanting to leave her. And I think I think what she did was, I think she conflated in her own mind me being quote-unquote abusive toward her by wanting to break up, because just parenthetically, I have to say, I never, ever was in any way abusive to her or any other woman. But she conflated in her mind me breaking up with her with JonBenet being murdered. And she identified with JonBenet. I do think she has been compensated in some manner, way, shape, or form by the Ramseys. I think the Ramseys want whoever they can get to deflect attention away from themselves.
Oh, Bill Skarsgård as Nosferatu as Chris Wolf seems so sweet. Innocent.
He does. I mean, again, he does come off a little less unhinged than Jackie Dilson.
Yeah, just a smidge. I can tell, if he had any sort of mayonnaise addiction, it was like of a honey Dijon sense. You know what I mean? Just sometimes you just open the refrigerator and you just want a squirt of a condiment in your mouth.
I don't know if that's the case.
Yeah, I put condiments in condoms.
But for that
put
video,
them in
they
my
even say
pocket.
for the Daily Mail, my girlfriend told police I murdered JonBenet Ramsey. Here's the truth about her sick claims and why I still love her.
Oh, wow. Well, that's not what he said at all.
I didn't really see
I don't
that
think
in
he
there.
loves her at all like that.
I mean, I don't know. I think he's kind of, I think he'd give it another shot.
I think she loves him. He might give it another shot.
I think there's something to that breakup, though. I definitely think where it's like, that makes way more sense.
Yeah.
Can you imagine breaking up with your girlfriend the day before that happens? And if she's unhinged?
Oh, my God.
It's like, oh, shit, she's going to say I killed her.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot of people like them who, end up propagating children and making broken homes and really, setting the stage of a bunch of, new wave of mediocre artists. As their offspring,
But he said he has backed up the claims with the shirt and said that, like, I did wear it. I did say it still had like a day's worth of thing.
No.
And that he did go out driving, like his thing would be listening to music and smoking in his car, driving to clear his head kind of thing.
And honestly, I mean, if you're going through a bad breakup, and just from a little bit of the glimpse I got of Miss Bingling,
Miss Dilson,
thank you, thank you, thank you. I would want to sometimes go for a drive and smoke cigarettes and listen to, Creedence Clearwater's Revival a little bit though. I would.
Yeah.
I would. I listen to Creedence and I listen to Creed too. And in fact, I actually listen to Creed more than anybody else at the mall, Bobby.
Just Creed and Creedence.
Creedence.
Creed and Creed.
A little CeeLo Green.
What, it's just alliteration?
Well, I like to break the pattern just occasionally.
That's not really breaking a pattern, though.
It's breaking a pattern.
CCC, so.
Well, there at least one musician from each of those artists and bands has been accused of raping someone.
That's true. Write in your answers below if you know.
That's the preliminary test for the next JonBenet Jeopardy, which we should do, Bobby.
Oh, yeah, we should do another one.
We should do another JonBenet.
Yeah, we need somebody that wants to participate, so.
Yeah, write in the comments if you want to do it. Yeah, you think you're smart? You think you're smarter than me?
Okay.
Sorry.
So, but hey, as a little special treat for you, Teddy, I wanted to get another couple's perspective on this whole Jackie Dilson Chris scenario. So we sat down with John St. John and our lovely Donna. You okay, buddy? All right, guys. So we actually have a very special segment for you because since we're going to be focusing on, the two lovebirds, Chris Wolf and Jacqueline Dilson, for this little segment, I thought I'd have on another troubled couple. We got here.
Troubled?
I'm sorry. Chris Wolf and Jacqueline Dilson are troubled. You guys are just a couple.
We're perfect.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, let me introduce you guys. I'm so sorry. So you guys know Donna.
Hi.
And finally, we get to meet
I'm
him.
John St. John,
That's what you guys do in like the intro, right? Like you do Teddy and then you.
Yeah, we've already done it in this
I
episode.
don't even
Sorry,
get to
this is
say
my first
name.
time being on,
Yeah.
on. Is this radio?
Move closer,
closer.
closer.
Is
Close
this radio?
Okay.
Is this radio?
Close.
Too close?
It's a podcast.
All right.
Right here?
Be confident
Yes.
in your
Sorry,
posture.
I'm so nervous. I'm so
okay.
nervous.
Yeah, so, you got.
Hey,
Anything
John
for you.
St. John, so lovely to meet you.
Hello.
Teddy was supposed to be here, but once
Glad he's not.
once he found out you were coming, for some reason he didn't want to be here. I don't know if this has anything to do with whatever drama you guys.
Well, I
have
don't
on.
like the way he talks to Donna.
Well, that's fair.
If I ever see him, I've got a real bone to pick with him. Are we allowed to, Donna? Are we allowed to curse on here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Of course.
Oh, that was it. Okay, that was it. Yeah. Okay, all of that was okay to say.
Yeah.
It was a mental curse.
Yeah.
Oh, so you listen to the show?
I'm catching up since me and Donna have been talking, and I was wondering what she was doing every now when like when I'm like not around. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
I don't know a whole lot about the JonBenet case, but I could when we have time I can
It's
tell you what I
good
do
you're
know.
showing interest.
You got
That's
it. You got him
good.
showing interest.
Right. Yes, exactly.
That's very nice. Well, as a
she asked
guest,
me to do something, I'm gonna do it,
He's got a lot of weight. He's got a lot of work to do.
it's really
but-
sweet. Well, as a guest, I guess
and I'm willing to do that work.
Okay.
I need to ask you, since you are
Right.
a new guest, I guess we do have to ask you a question. Donna, I don't know if you want to do, I normally do this in unison with Teddy. So I don't know if on the count of three you want to ask him the question that we ask all of our guests.
Oh yeah. Ready?
All right, at 3, 2, 1. Did
What's
you
your PIN
do it?
number?
9463.
Thanks, babe.
What? Did you do it?
No. I believe I was when this happened. I might have been like 7 or 8.
Okay, well,
don't
that
know. How
doesn't,
many-
I know you only
how many
watched,
years
I know you only listened to a couple episodes, but children are actually not excluded in this case at all. So, but were you, how many years ago was this?
I mean, I'm from Ohio.
1996. Oh, okay.
From Ohio, I was in Ohio.
Say more.
We only left the state to go to Disneyland when I was a little kid. That's the
Oh.
only time we left the state.
Oh,
and
Only time you left the state?
And I will attest to that. Sorry, I'm just really nervous.
Okay, you're
All
fine.
right, just
you're
breathe,
fine.
just
You're
breathe,
fine.
okay?
This guy have a brain injury?
You know what?
He doesn't think I really did it though, right? I mean, this is a really.
Oh no!
No, we just
We're so
were
sorry. We're so
sorry.
sorry. Yeah. Okay. Wow. Wow. I know this isn't a visual podcast, but if you guys could see just the tension that was released,
Wow.
He's so red.
I thought this guy was wearing a back brace.
I
Right.
didn't. I
Just
thought
breathe.
You
I
were
was like, I
so
got
sweaty. You were so
Baby,
sweaty. No,
baby,
wipe off,
calm
buddy.
down.
Chill out.
I
It's
try to
so
be a
fun.
good
Calm
person. I
down.
try to be a good person.
Yeah.
Okay. So
It's-
sorry.
Yeah, closer to the
Closer to
mic.
the mic.
Closer to the mic.
Okay.
Okay.
There you go.
All right. Yeah.
You learn. You learn.
Anyway.
I'm trying to look good in front of Donna.
Oh.
You always look good.
Oh, that's so sweet. You do.
Thanks, babe.
John St. John is my upstairs neighbor, as many people know. I don't I don't see you. You very much.
I don't go out.
Yeah, but that's crazy.
I only go to work.
That's
I only leave to go to work, and then I come home.
Donna has kind of publicly said out loud. I guess you were a drug dealer.
No.
Well,
No, not by choice. I used to be a practicing nurse,
Oh,
right.
and
Oh my
I
God.
was I was fired because Donna had a dying aunt,
Yeah.
and she needed me
Aunt
to
Tilly.
get some drugs for her.
I'm sorry. You were a nurse and you stole drugs
Yes.
for your Donna.
Yeah, like she was dying.
Wait, which aunt?
Aunt Tilly.
They
You don't know.
couldn't-
You
they-
don't. You don't. You don't know. You don't know.
So I willingly
Supplied.
stole some. I'm not sure why she needed the things that I got for her was because they don't typically help
for the
people that
dying.
are.
Well, she was dying, so
she needed ketamine?
She needed,
Right.
well,
You were
know,
pretty vague
yeah,
on
the
what
best
her-
stuff.
So I'm sorry. So you lost your job as a practicing nurse, and
Sure.
now you're doing what?
Well, now
Also, buddy, tense up again.
He's
you're
pivoting.
not. You're not
He's
convicted.
pivoting.
We're
It's gonna
fine.
be fine.
I don't talk.
closer to
I
the
don't really
mic,
talk
though.
about myself.
Donna, we need to talk about your Aunt Tilly later.
I
by
don't
the way.
really talk
no, it's
about
fine.
myself a lot.
Well, you can talk about it now, buddy. Hey, ease up. So, like, what do you actually like? What do you want to be, and what are you doing right now as your job? Since you lost your job as a nurse,
I don't really know what I'll be. I just kind of want to do stuff.
like what?
I don't know, go somewhere and watch something explode, but it's okay. Just be around it, or
Closer to the mic, buddy.
sorry,
Yeah.
or I don't know, jump off of something into something, but have somebody film it so
Like
it looks,
on a
so it looks
set?
really cool,
Like
and then
on a-
maybe I
okay.
put it on YouTube or something, or
I'm sorry.
I don't know, drive a car really fast and then hit the brakes and see what happens, that kind of stuff. But other people see it, but not in a dangerous way. I don't.
like
You mean for
stunts.
the film and stuff, like television, like you want to
Yeah,
do
well,
stunts?
yeah, you film it and you get to do it.
Or do you mean like Jackass?
No, like when they spend a lot of money, and like sometimes you get to like hang out with Jackie Chan and kick people in the face.
You mean like on a movie set? Okay, yeah, I understand.
Yeah,
So you want to be an
yeah.
actor?
I
Well,
mean,
a stuntman, I guess, not an actor.
well, I feel shameful saying it, like, you know, but
Yeah.
I guess.
It was kind of shameful hearing it. So what do you actually do?
I work as a waiter at the medieval times, hoping to get a promotion soon. Donna's been kind of on me, and Donna's been supportive about it.
I believe that.
Of course,
Yeah.
of course. I want him to be the best knight.
The best night. But he's not a knight right now. He's just a waiter.
No, he's always a knight to
Yes,
me,
but
but like, you know,
I'm on my way.
I guess you
working
probably are
towards
still
that.
performing as a waiter, right?
Yeah,
Like,
because it is a performance.
yeah. Where you just not like give them forks or something?
Well, sometimes the crowd isn't in on the performance and they say mean stuff to you, but you know that's what you got to go through if you want to start from the bottom to get to the top.
Right, the
And I'm
heckling,
gonna be at the top. And Donna says she thinks I can get to the top. Too.
I think so.
yeah, most people in Hollywood
I think
start
so.
at
So,
a
I
dinner
mean-
theater.
Well, you gotta start somewhere.
You got to start. Thank you, Donna.
Right.
You got to start somewhere.
Right.
That's fair. So wait, we know your dog's been missing. Did you guys find your dog yet? What's
I
going on
actually
with?
didn't really want to talk about this. Like,
Is this your thing with Teddy? I honestly,
you
again,
told me they weren't gonna ask me that because I'm going through it right now.
I don't know why she'd tell you that because she didn't say shit to me.
I'm really going through it.
Listen, like he's like struggling with the dog being gone. Like there's still a lot of questions. Like Teddy is just like
What was his name?
Before I had
Teddy.
Donna, he was all I had.
What was his name?
Zachary Levi.
I'm
Beautiful
sorry.
name.
Zachary, like the guy from Chuck.
Zachary Levi from Chuck. Yeah.
Oh.
When I got him, I was watching a lot of Chuck,
Okay.
and then so I named him Zachary Levi after Chuck. But then you know it's some odd years later after Chuck has ended, and I'm kind of regretting naming him Zachary Levi.
How old's your fucking dog?
He's old enough.
So bad luck with dogs, huh?
It wasn't great.
sore
Sucks.
subject. Yeah.
So
I'm still missing Zachary Levi every day.
but you've been listening to the show?
Have I been listening to the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, I listen to the show on my walks.
Oh, okay.
Well, I've been taking a lot of walks recently around the neighborhood, knocking on doors, trying to find anyone who might know anything
About Zachary Levi.
about Zachary Levi.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really upsetting.
Yeah, it's
Sorry.
rough. It's rough.
Do you like it?
I listen to it when I'm on my walks because hearing Donna's voice really just calms me down and puts me in a better place.
That's really sweet. Okay.
Yeah.
But you like the show?
So far, I'm learning. I'm not really listening that well. Just it's kind of like background noise. You know, I've been just a numbing.
Sure.
Kind of my head's just been feeling like that white noise on old television screens. So that's kind of going on in there. But every
So
now
you're
and then
taking it in,
I can hear Donna,
you
and
know.
I feel better.
I guess that's good.
Does that make sense to you?
I mean, as somebody that's like the creator and edits, I wish you just wait till you were, less busy in your head to listen to it. But I appreciate you getting the view count up,
Let's
so
see
that's
back.
cool.
Okay.
How did you guys meet again? By the way, I know John St. John, you're my upset's neighbor, so I
Yeah.
assume it was related to that. But how long have you guys known each other?
Well, it was St. Patrick's Day.
Last year?
Yes.
That's when we met.
I was going to a local Renaissance fair because St. Patrick's Day is big there.
I'm sorry.
the
St.
road
St.
trips.
Patrick's Day is big at the Renaissance Fair?
I mean, the local one. I mean, people dress
Continue.
up and we go to a hall.
So St. Patrick's Day.
Yeah.
You met her. Wait. Last
So I'm
St. Patrick's Day?
excited.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. Yeah. I got my cool armors on, headed out to my car, and as I'm unlocking my door, what do I hear behind me was the knock, knock, knock of the next car next to me.
Oh my God! Was this when Teddy put you in a trunk?
Something was in the trunk.
Holy shit.
And
Yeah.
so I didn't know.
was-
I didn't know what to do.
It was
Guys,
then.
Donna, why the fuck didn't you tell us this is an ultimate meet cute?
Because like Teddy,
A literal
Teddy
knight.
would be so satisfied.
A literal knight in shining
That's
armor
terrible.
rescued you from a trunk.
Yeah.
It was destiny. That's how I feel. That's why. Oh my
So wait,
God!
wait,
Just
wait.
look at my damsel.
Wait. I'm sorry. So wait, so you
Distress,
started dating?
literally.
You've been dating since then?
No, he rescued me on St. Patrick's Day. And
Right.
then it was like, I don't know, it was late in the year when we finally hooked up. It was probably like, I don't know, Canadian Thanksgiving maybe, or
I had to
It's
earn
the
it.
same Thanksgiving.
I don't know. It is not. It's not the same. It's not the same. But
Fair.
anyway, so no, we did not. No, not right away.
But when I rescued her, and I do emphasize rescued,
Yeah, Teddy locked her in a trunk. For people that don't remember, last
what
St.
she
Patrick's
did
Day,
tell me though was
link above.
she reassured me because it was like, oh, right there. Like that's where that's the building she came from. It's in the parking lot of the same place. So, and then we found out I live right above. So Donna said that's really convenient for me. And we've been talking pretty regularly ever since.
Since the Canadian Thanksgiving.
Because you guys do this thing downstairs for me.
Yeah.
So when she's here, like, you know, if I'm usually not doing anything unless I'm at work. So I'm just upstairs, you know.
I could just be here. And then whenever you want to like record, I can just come downstairs. And that's why I'm not getting Teddy, because like I'm not giving him a ride anymore.
Right. No, you're with this man who, again,
Who is wonderful and
worked out great.
I mean, you know,
Really, really good timing.
maybe.
I mean, we're talking
all
about
right.
couples, are we not?
Oh, yeah.
We are. This is a show about couples, is it not?
it is. So wait. Are you guys throwing around the L word yet?
But the more we're talking about,
I mean, I've said it a lot in the mirror.
I can tell.
I've said a lot in the mirror. You just be ready when the moment comes, is all I'm saying.
Oh, is that what we're working toward?
I mean,
I'm sorry, wait, for you to say I love you or propose to her?
I can
I don't
pull some
know.
string. I'm just
Has
saying.
he said I love you?
No. Yes, he has. Many times.
But when I pull some strings at Medieval Castle, we're gonna have a moment.
I'm sorry, did you set parameters for him? Do you have to be...
He has like a threshold of like manliness he has to reach. And,
I have to do things daily.
And you're fine with this?
Errands, mostly.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But you have to earn.
Manly errands?
Yeah.
Okay.
I am not afraid to check out at Target with a 84 pack of tampons. Like,
Why do you need 84?
The
I mean,
extra, because it's the
every week.
industrial size, the extra large.
It's
You
my
did have a hoarding phase.
it's
Yeah,
my it's my
exactly.
Monday morning routine.
He's
You got
right
an
about it.
84 every Monday morning.
Every Monday morning.
Is it just like to see if you do it?
I like routine, you know?
Donna, I expected like a really like, I don't know, a more masculine man.
She's giving me quests.
John
and
St.
that's what
John.
I'm
You're
all
not
about.
living up to the name is all I'm saying. So
Did you know that I come from a long line of John St. John's? I'm the 16th. So when
you're John St. John the 16th?
yes.
The 16.
Are you all as just like unimpressive as you are?
Well, that's where the whole night thing comes in. I talked to 23andMe.
I mean, yeah.
I'm sorry, it's in your
All
blood?
the dreams.
Yeah.
And what is your bloodline? Vikings? What are you saying?
French
Animal.
Canadian.
You're French Canadian.
There was a nights then and stuff too. I mean, there's a whole
What?
There's a whole thing. I mean,
I
it
think
wasn't
France
ju-
is notoriously known for their army sucking, and I think Canadian's army is notoriously known for
Napoleon,
absolutely nothing. So.
Sir, take it back.
I'm sorry. How do you see Napoleon?
He was the top dog. He was number one.
Oh no.
But no, I'm French Canadian.
Oh, okay. Yes.
not just about beavers
So
and beaver
being
pelts
in
and stuff.
being in the medieval times theater is in your blood. Understand? That's wild.
It has to be.
Donna,
Otherwise, why am I doing it?
you continue to surprise me.
Why am I doing
I just
Yeah.
need to say that there was a different version of somebody in my head that I honestly thought was going to be able to take on Teddy, but now I'm not sure. Well,
Well, he's a big fat tub of shit. Like I could beat him easily.
oh my
Definitely.
god. Okay, well, hey, look at this. The bear's out of the cage here.
Finally.
Every time you say his name, I'm gonna get aggressive. As can we swear on here?
Yes.
Fuck.
He already has
Please.
that. Wow. So I'm going to assume it's a blood sugar thing because I've never seen such a peaceful man get so out of control so quick.
I wanted to defend my queen.
Thank you. It's
Yikes.
about fucking
I
time.
kind of love this now. Okay, that's great.
Right?
I see what you're doing here
Thank
now.
you.
All right. Wow.
There's
All right.
nothing.
Well, so since we have this couple here, what I
Oh
want
my
you
God,
guys
I'm
to
so
do.
sorry. What happened?
Nothing. Now that I've gotten to know you, and we've all gotten to know you, you're
blacked out for
clearly
like
you're
20
clearly a
seconds.
level-headed couple.
You finally knows.
Yeah.
John.
And we all get to see Donna in a different light. We have this couple here. I want you guys to analyze this footage here of Chris Wolf and this lover's quarrel with him and his ex-girlfriend who wrote a book about him being JonBenet's killer, which, you know, what a clear cry for she wants me to text her.
What is this, like a competition show? Like us against them?
No, I want you guys to look at this couple and be like, hey, does he actually still love her? Do they
We're
still
gonna
have a chance?
analyze, Like,
Yeah.
after.
All right. And again, there's been other reports because he's been with Daily Mail that said basically he still loves Jacqueline Dilson.
Yeah, like,
So,
well,
but
Steve
how did you guys
Bannon,
feel?
Jesus. He
Steve
looked
Bannon?
awful. That's what he
yeah.
looked like to me.
The liver
Like,
spots?
goodness. Yeah.
Yeah,
He's
yeah.
not well.
Does not look like a former male stripper.
The lighting did not
Fuck
do
no.
anything good
That-
for that
It
man.
did not. So, John St. John, thoughts, feelings?
Well, off the top of my head,
Do you think they're in love?
I I lost interest in any of the love story when as soon as the only thing that I took from this is he said,
She accuses you of authoring the ransom note and has previously published excerpts of your handwriting for comparison. Do you see any likeness between your writing and the killer's?
I haven't studied it very hard. I think that there have been a lot of very highly experienced handwriting analysts, forensic handwriting analysts who have said my handwriting didn't match. And the Boulder police, that's the assumption that the Boulder police have at this point. And I just take their word for it.
when they asked if the handwriting looked like it was a match, if he ever saw it, he said, I've never seen it. I lost any interest in anything else he was saying, because if somebody said there's a giant murder case that's ravaging the world, and your handwriting is looking pretty close, I'd fucking go look at it and be like, okay, that does look like mine, or like whatever. But then I would personally take it upon myself to be like, who knows what my handwriting looks like? I'm going to start looking at people that are like,
Donna,
set me up.
Where'd you find this guy? I know you knew.
We'll walk
so wait,
back
hold on,
to
real
the last
quick,
part
real
that I
quick.
said.
I love the fact that, number one, you're focusing on the fact that like the guy's saying, hey, I never saw that. For people that aren't familiar, Jacqueline Dilson made this whole campaign in the early 2000s. I'm sorry, was that you, John St. John?
That was my X-Men 97.
Yeah, I recognize the theme. Anyhow, Jacqueline Dilson in the early 2000s made a campaign where she basically pieced together letters from his journal and matched it up with the ransom note where she was like, hey, this is it.
See, this is all new to me.
I get it. So, but for you to immediately be like, hey, you'd look, all right?
Oh, you.
If you were paying
look?
attention to this case, though, there is so many instances of the Ramseys who are saying, I've never read the autopsy report, but I've heard. Or I didn't see the picture, but I've heard, or whatever, where it's things of you're saying like you would look any normal person. So it's very interesting that you're also finding the comparison here with another person where it's like, you looked.
What are the optics
Obviously.
about? What are the
people
optics
think-
about admitting that you never looked?
Because people
How does
think
that
it makes
make
them
you
look good because they know that they know that they didn't do it so much that they didn't even have to look. What would be the point of me looking? He's doing the same thing the Ramseys are doing, where it's.
But if you
I don't
lie
have-
about something that's small, like it just seemed like.
Well,
obviously you would look.
I don't think.
Obviously you
I
would
mean,
look into
personally,
it.
I don't think he did
So-
it. But really, you guys as a couple are here to tell me. Do you think him and Jacqueline still got a shot?
Who's,
Oh.
Do you
who's
think
who is this man and who is Jacqueline?
The guy you just
The
saw
Steve
and the
Bannon guy.
woman we've been talking about that wrote a
Steve
book.
That guy.
She's accusing him of murder. He still loves her. He's saying he didn't do it.
And
what
this
do you
is
think?
the JonBenet case still?
Yeah, but we're doing more of a side love story.
Okay.
I wanted to get info from what I thought was a healthy couple, but yikes! I think Teddy's done a number on you.
What do you mean?
Nothing.
I'm just okay. Hold on.
So do you think they can make it? You think they got a shot? Should they give it a shot?
Do they like each other?
Well, she just wrote a book accusing him of murdering JonBenet, so I don't know. But he says he still loves her.
Oh, so they were already together.
Yeah.
And they're no longer together.
Yeah.
I just don't think that
Does
would be
he
a
want her back?
fruitful relationship at this point.
For who?
For anybody, like if they had something that toxic already, like let's just put 2 time bombs together and see what happens.
Weird how cognizant of that you are with other people's relationships.
Where huh?
Nothing. You're doing great. You're doing a real number on this fucking guy.
take it easy, Bobby.
Okay. All right, buddy. All right. No need with the crazy ass.
You know.
Thank you.
So what do you think? Do you think they got a shot?
Do they like each other? Do they want to hang out ever?
We just talked
That's
about
what
it the
he's
whole.
asking.
We did the whole. I gave you all the info for you to make that.
I didn't get there.
Okay.
Okay.
I didn't get there.
Well, you can't win them all.
But it seems like you believe in love, right?
I like love. Who doesn't like love?
You believe in love?
I always believe it. Do you not believe in love, Bobby?
I believe in love. So that's great.
Oh wow. That's
All right. Well,
surprising.
they should probably split up.
Yeah.
Not give it a shot?
It's not for the best.
When she's accusing you of one of the most famous murders of all time, it's,
I mean, there is a line. There is a line.
Right.
You know?
yeah,
It's just not. It's not gonna work out.
right. Have you guys thought about couples therapy?
Us.
Why?
That was nice, right?
Wow, this show's really gone downhill.
Okay.
It's bad.
What? You didn't like it?
I mean, there's no entertainment value in that horribly dysfunctional, terrible relationship abuse that I just saw.
Yeah, I was really surprised, by the way. I think she's learning a lot from you and ruining that man's life.
She would no. She could be a better person.
Also, she doesn't have an Aunt Tilly. I think everybody should know that.
Yeah.
So he definitely used to be a successful nurse, and she got him fired, which is wild.
This is the thing about everybody rushes Donna's defense because she's got a stupid little pussy.
Whoa.
But she's not a good person. And you need to start seeing things from my Severance point of view, rewatching all the episodes with the facts that you know now, that she's even more abusive than I thought John St. John was being to her. And she must have been doing that to me too.
I don't think so.
And you.
No, I don't think she got it.
And
I don't think she got it from you.
She's
but the
been
man
abusing
loves
both.
her, so she's almost better at being you than you are.
And now I know where all those tampons came from.
Yeah, that's
her disgusting habit.
Well, no, your disgusting habit was going through other people's trash and strewing them out all over the goddamn patio.
No, I went through trash.
I know you went through trash. Oh, yeah. Jesus Christ.
I didn't like it.
You didn't like it?
But you know what I found fascinating? Is how similarly both these couples are.
Toxic relationships.
Toxic relationship. And, you know, in the female role, you got someone who maybe has more on their mind than and maybe is weaving, you know, narratives. And those could be tied to their own damaged life histories.
That's true, yeah.
You know, I mean, if you put a little monkey let's say a little hamster.
Okay, little hamster.
In a hamster cage that looks like a big old mousetrap kind of thing with like at Discovery Zone with like different.
So a mousetrap or a hamster cage?
Oh God, I don't know. It's just some sort of the gerbil rodent.
Oh, the tubes?
Things that are different colors.
Sure.
Okay, so that when it's running through that tunnel, it's running and like all the lights going through that red tunnel, and everything it sees outside of its tunnel walls is red. Right.
Sure.
When children get sexually assaulted, it's like they're hamsters with all red tubes, all red blocks.
Okay.
And they only can see the things through the color spectrums of red.
Right.
There's no green.
Well, unless you get to the green tube.
But that's a different thing.
Oh, okay.
That's a different color.
I feel like there was a simpler analogy here, but...
It's like, but she's going to see things through... Okay.
Did he say she was sexually abused? He said Donna
She
was?
said that she was sexually abused.
Donna? Oh, you're talking Jackie.
Donna definitely was sexually abused.
Okay,
Donna was rejected from sexual abuse.
All right, that's not funny. I'm sorry.
No, it's not a joke. Don't laugh at it. It's a fact. Donna was going to be sexually assaulted, and they said, ew, never mind.
Oh, my God.
I'm just saying the facts. She told me that in her sleep. So the point being...
kids are like hamsters. Kids that were sexually abused are a lot like hamsters in a red tube. That was so fucking poignant. Thank you.
And exactly. And then you've got the John St. John's, the Chris Wolfs, the more meeker, quiet type, submissive.
Somebody you can pin a murder on.
Yeah. That.
When your feelings are scorned.
Oh my God.
What?
Do you see what's happening, Bobby?
What happened?
Donna's masterminding John St. John to be my eventual killer so that she can get her revenge on me for trying to better her lives.
That's how you see it, betting your life? Well, I don't know. I mean, they did meet when you locked her in a trunk about a year ago. So
I don't know about in a jungle with a leprechaun like St. Patrick's Day. Bobby, it wasn't me.
You're right. I forgot. There was that whole letter. There was a leprechaun.
There was a leprechaun.
My bad.
And inadvertently, it brought them together.
Yeah, way to go. The guy that will eventually kill you. But also, I've met the man, and, I don't think he's got the capability.
If he can kill his own dog.
I don't think he killed his dog.
If he can kill his dog and kill my Pikachus, then he's capable of anything. Especially with the kind of love and devotion he had for Christine Bilbo.
Jackie Dilson?
Jackie Dilson.
Jackie Dilson.
Yeah.
Well.
I mean, Donna.
Yeah.
They're just so similar.
Yeah, apparently. Both hamsters in a red tube. Well, hey, you're going to see Donna here in a few days because we're going to be recording our next episode. So super excited about that. You guys can reunite and you can tell her how you like the boyfriend.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to go.
Well, hey, that was fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
That was great. Let us know what you think below. Make sure you join our Patreon.
Tell us what you think about John St. John and Donna and Victoria Dildo and Chris Wolf. And subscribe to our Patreon, like Bobby said.
Or if you don't want to, you can always donate to the PayPal link below. We would appreciate it.
Yeah, I mean, Do something. Jesus.
Right. Yeah, tell 5 friends.
Yeah, tell 5 friends to tell 5 friends.
Or just the 5.
Yeah. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean to yell at you.
It's a big ask.
You tell 25 friends to tell 10 friends to tell 7 Will Smiths
to listen to JonBenet today.
Yeah. All right. Well, this is enough.
So, hey, I'm Bobby Pavlovsky.
And I'm Daddy Ronald Reagan.
And this is
JonBenet today. Is she pooping out a pussy? I'm seriously asking.
How would I know?